Once again, people, it is time for Funko News here for the week of May 13th, 2017. I do want to point out, because I do have a lot of new subscribers, that normally I try to aim for Saturdays to have these videos posted. I think I may have thrown off some people that just subscribed last week because I posted on Friday, and I think there was another time recently when I posted on a Friday. So yeah, sometimes I do get it up early, and other times, you know, I like I said, I usually aim for Saturday, but there may be times even when it's late, and it might be super late Saturday or very early Sunday when the video rises. But just know it will always be basically at the end of the week on the weekend that there will be Funko News on my channel. Now, if you appreciate the news, definitely make sure that you give me that thumbs up, you know, hit that like button and go ahead and take care of that now so you don't forget. Also, I do appreciate when people share the video, you know, help out other collectors. And also, like I've, always say, I'm not perfect. Sometimes I do miss information. So if you watch the video all the way to the end and there's an announcement that I did not share that you know is out and about, do drop that down in the comments. One thing I will say about that, though, is that this particular week here, I did hear a lot of rumors, and I saw some rumors online, but usually if there's no image attached, I'd usually, I try not to bother to say anything about it, because we never know what's true and what's not. So again, that's why if I don't mention certain things, it's because there's basically no image there. So that's the reasoning behind that. But again, like I said, support me, support the community. Any information I miss, please make sure that you share it. Definitely let's get discussion going down in the comment section. Definitely appreciate that. Now, I gotta admit, people, that I know some of you are really hungry for Funko News, but I hope you already had a snack, because there is not a lot going on this week. Just gotta be honest about that up front, but let me go ahead and get into what information I do have to share with you all. Okay, so starting off here with what is available on store shelves right now. Mace Windu, the Walgreens exclusive. I had people point this out to me, and I think I did share before that, yeah, I'm aware that he's out there. And, thank you, though, for reminding me that he's out there. And he was available briefly online. He's not listed as available right now online, but I would say keep checking back. If you don't have Walgreens in your area, just keep checking back with their website, because sometimes they do basically put out another round of the figures online. Okay, also here we got the Ellen Ripley rock candy figure from, of course, the Alien series. She is available now, and it's not an exclusive, by the way. She's not an exclusive. Some of these are exclusives, but Ellen Ripley, the rock figure, that is a common, so you should be able to find that pretty much anywhere where rock candy figures are sold. The Donnie Darko Dwarves figures, there are actually 4 of them all together, and I want to say at least one of them and possibly 2 of them are Chase figures, but those 4 are available in stores. Lightning McQueen, the 2 exclusives here. Remember, there's the Target exclusive, which is the Chrome Lightning McQueen, which to me looks pretty awesome. So that one has shown up on store shelves. And I actually think that some people that aren't even that crazy about that series may end up picking that one up when they see it in person. It does look pretty slick. Okay, then Meijer, a store that's not personally in my area, but I know some people at Meijer, in your area. They have the primer paint version of Lightning McQueen, which is showing up. Next here, and I'm moving clockwise, so now I'm down to this Dorbs here of Carnage, and that is a Walmart exclusive. I know some people were able to snag this online. I don't think it's listed online right now, so you may have to check store shelves or see if they relist it online. But if you're interested, remember that is a Walmart exclusive. Next here, FYE exclusive, the Demon Finn Balor. A lot of people put in their pre-orders for it, and they're getting it now. And, checking the store as well. As a matter of fact, you might want to call ahead. I know me personally, I enjoy hunting. At the same time, refilling my tank constantly. My gas tank can get a little aggravating. So more and more, I'm starting to call ahead to stores where I know that they are actually willing to look, So, yeah, I would say check ahead with that if you didn't do a pre-order for it. And then next here, the Overwatch Reinhardt. This is the Reinhardt unmasked or without the helmet, whatever you want to say. Best Buy exclusive is available. That is a 6-inch figure. Is pretty awesome looking figure. And the other Overwatch exclusive that I've shared in other previous Funko News videos, those are showing up as well. I just decided to show just this one particular figure though, but do know that the other Overwatch exclusives are showing up as well. Now, look with me here in the bottom right, because the image is about to change. Check that out there. from Rogue One, they do have an 8-pack of these figures, and these are all commons, but it's an 8-pack, which is a Disney Store exclusive apparently, because it does have that sticker on it, and this has shown up on the West Coast. So I don't know if it's going to spread across the country or not. To me, it's a bit of a weird choice for them to do this, just because I feel like if anybody really wanted these figures, they probably have them by now. But I don't know, maybe somebody would like to get these just because it does save on space. I think it is. I mean, I think in general it's a good idea, but using these particular figures seems a little bit odd to me. But yeah, if you're kind of just getting into collecting and you really do like Rogue One, and if you can get to a Disney Store and they have that, yeah, that'll definitely save you some space, you know, and probably be good value overall. Next up here, still focusing on what is available now. Now the figures here at the top of the screen, you see that we have Terra from Teen Titans Go. That's a Toys R Us exclusive, which is available to pre-order online right now. And then Best Buy exclusive is actually 2 commons here from Spider-Man Homecoming that they have together in one box. So they have Peter Parker in his regular clothing, and then they got the common Spider-Man from, you know, based off of that movie. Again, that is available for pre-order as well. Now, when you look here at the bottom of the screen, these are available for purchase. Okay, they're available for purchase online, so if you can't find them in the stores, do know that you can get these online. So the Wonder Woman Walmart exclusive, her ducking down with the shield there, they did finally go ahead and list that one online, and at the time of this recording, she was still available. Garandin, and forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that name there, the Star Wars Celebration Walgreens exclusive is available on their website. Pretty slick looking figure. I would hope that most people that are big Star Wars fans have them by now. You know, already picked them up by now. But if you missed out on them, do know he's available on their website. And then Target does have exclusive rock candy figures, including this Batgirl, the black and yellow Batgirl. And then, of course, they do have the pink and white Harley Quinn as well, which I didn't show that image here because she's always on my last screen, because I haven't actually picked her up for myself yet. My last screen is like my in search of or my most wanted, you know, list. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get that pink and white Harley Quinn for myself. But yeah, do know that both of them are available on Target's website. Moving on here to the Funko shop. Okay, so what they decided to deliver this week on the Funko shop, and this was this dropped on Wednesday. The T-Bone figure here, the blue figure, which is what they originally had on the box. He wasn't the first one that actually came out. Remember, there was the Emerald City Comic Con exclusive green one, but it did have the blue image on the box. So basically, we knew this one was coming at some point. So this one is still available at the time of this recording. Limited to 4,000 pieces though, so if you're really interested in it, don't wait around, because, you know, once something is gone from the Funko shop, it's gone. I don't think I've ever seen them relist anything other than maybe, I would say maybe 2 or 3 Freddy Funko figures I think I've seen relisted before. But most other figures, once they're gone, they're just gone. So again, don't wait around if you're interested in this blue T-Bone figure. I'm stressing blue because I know some of you are looking over there in the right side, you know, the bottom right of the corner, you know, and you're wondering what's going on there. That one was actually an exclusive for an event overseas. I want to say, it might have been Thailand. I can't remember for sure. I know it was somewhere in Asia. They had an event. Okay, so for Funko Fanatics, but you had to be there in order to get that figure, the pink T-Bone. So that one, I don't know. Maybe you'll be able to find it second market if you're really interested in it. But I would hate to see what the price would be on it, you know, if you find it on somewhere like eBay. Keeping it moving here with the Hikari of the week. Finally, we're switching up. We're not dealing with a Star Wars figure or Huckleberry Hound. We got something else to take a look at here. We have the candy-coated Frankenberry Hikari, which will be available for a June release, limited to only 250 pieces. Now, sometimes I'm kind of rough on Hikari because I'm just, in general, not a big fan of them. I don't know if I would really really get into collecting Hikaris and adding them into my collection. But I gotta say, if I was gonna get a Hikari, this might be, you know, pretty far up there. I really do like this one. I love the color scheme to it. I just imagine that it looks great in person. And really, the thing about Hikaris is pictures never do them justice. They always look better in person, you know, up close for sure. So yeah, I really do like the look of this one, but that initial price of like 80 bucks, nah, can't do that. You know, I mean, that's me personally. I just can't do that. But again, I do think this is a great looking Hikari figure. Next up here, this actually was a bit of Funko news that I didn't get to last week because I did put my news video up kind of early. So the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 Pint-Sized Heroes, there will be store exclusives. GameStop is getting some exclusives. And if you're wondering what the exclusives are, look all the way to the right side. And the last 3 figures that you see, including Star-Lord with the mask, but then his outfit looks a little bit different as well. Then they have Groot there with the Ravagers symbol, and he has kind of that surprised look on his face. And then Rocket Raccoon, he's so small, it's kind of hard to tell. I feel like his outfit is a little bit different, and I'm not sure, he might be metallic as well. Don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure, but he does look different from the other one. And then with the Walgreens exclusive figures, again, if you look all the way to the right with me, the last 3 figures, okay, you notice there that you have Star-Lord, and it does look like he has his Walkman going on, if I'm not mistaken there. And then you got the angry looking Groot. And then you also have Aisha, who was part of basically one of the villainous characters within the movie. And by the way, I literally just went and saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 finally. I was kind of a week behind with it. And shame on me for listening to some critics, because when the reviews came out and they were kind of lukewarm, that's what kind of made me say, okay, maybe I'll just wait and catch this movie whenever. But I finally decided to go check it out, and I'm so glad I did. And I will have a full review up as soon as I can get to it. Hopefully it will be Sunday, but as soon as I can get to it, I definitely want to do a review of this movie. Next here, some more pint-sized heroes, and I gotta say, these are some pretty cool ones. Science fiction pint-sized heroes. Okay, and there are exclusives involved. And if you look first here on the left-hand side, you see some of the franchises involved here. Got Neo from the Matrix. You see Predator, Alien represented here, Fifth Element, Mars Attacks, Back to the Future. Yeah, they got a little some of everything going on here, which is pretty cool. The GameStop exclusives, I do like these as well. They got the Face Hugger exclusive, which I do have to go ahead and point this out. The reason I'm not crazy about pint-sized heroes, I've said this before, but let me say it again. I like their design. I really do like their designs. They just do not stand up very well, though. You can't really move around them without them falling over. That's kind of been my aggravation with them. But again, I really do like their designs, and I'm kind of wondering, though, if that Face Hugger one is actually going to stand up very well. But I can imagine walking into GameStop and seeing some people feeling the packs trying to find that particular one. Next there, the Clear Predator, which is also very slick looking. And then you got Captain Kirk, James T. Kirk. You know, like, that's the only way that you can get him, which is pretty interesting that they made him an exclusive. Okay, down there at the bottom, they got some Walgreens exclusives as well. You got the character, I can't remember what they call that particular alien race there, but basically it's an alien from the Fifth Element. Then you got Bender from Futurama. Again, kind of a surprise that they made him an exclusive. And they also got Trinity from The Matrix. Okay, so again, I really do like these. You know, more science fiction is a good thing. Would be nice to see more horror as well, Funko. Hint, hint. You know, let's keep it moving. Next up here, getting into some anime, which I really don't know much about these series. I do like these designs, though. So, Seraph of the End. Okay, you see that they got the figure there. I want to say his name is. Actually, I'm not going to tear it up. Let me not even offend anybody. I don't want to tear their character's name up. But what you notice about this particular Dwarves is that there is a chase variant. Okay, there is a chase variant. And then from Tokyo Ghoul, we have this character here, Ken. Like that name, nice and easy. Okay, so Ken also has not a chase figure, but one that is pretty rare. Now, this is kind of interesting to me because it's not, like I said, it's not a chase. It is a store exclusive to GameStop, but it's limited to 3,000 pieces. Now, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I've ever seen a GameStop exclusive before that was numbered with how many pieces they had. I know that Hot Topic has done that some recently, but I don't think I've ever seen that before at GameStop, so that's kind of interesting. And this variant here is glow in the dark. I think that's the only difference that I see. You know, the design looks exactly the same, but it is glow in the dark. Again, only 3,000 pieces at GameStop. And by the way, do pay attention to the dates as well, because the Tokyo Ghoul is up for a June release, whereas there for the Endorphs figure there is for a July release. Now, Funko is always very flexible with their releases anyway, so just be on the lookout. Next up here, some more anime still that I'm not familiar with, My Hero Academia. So I'm not going to run through all the characters here because, again, I haven't heard the names pronounced, so I don't want to tear up these names. I will try to say this one character's name, Deku. I hope that's the way you say it. Notice that he does have a Hot Topic exclusive, his battle version there. So that's, you know, pretty interesting looking there. And these will be for a July release, although I do want to point out, for some reason, the pocket pop of this character, Deku, again, hope I'm saying the name right, will actually be out a little bit earlier than the pop figure. So the pocket pop, excuse me, is actually scheduled for a June release. Darkwing Duck, boy, I used to love that series, especially the opening just kind of got me jazzed up and everything when I was younger. But yeah, Darkwing Duck, I've actually shared the glam or concept art of these figures before, but now it's getting close to their release, so they have the actual figures, you know, these shots here. And of course, you see that they have Darkwing Duck, they got Gosling Mallard, and then they also have Launchpad McQuack, all available for a June release. And then in the bottom right corner there, you see these pins, the Disney pins as well, with some very well-known characters. Of course, they got Aladdin characters there. They got of course, Aladdin himself and Jasmine and Maleficent there. The princess, I'm not sure exactly which princess that's supposed to be. I'm sure somebody's like, oh, don't you know? And I don't know. Sorry. Maybe it's Cinderella. I'm really not 100% sure though. But again, those pins are also available as a June release. Keeping it moving here, again, this is something that I shared a while back, but it's closer to release, and also there's been kind of an update with these action figures here. So these are based off of the old Batman television series, Batman 66, as it's often referred to. You see here that they have Batman, of course, Batgirl, Catwoman, King Tut, Bookworm, who I want to say was a character created for the series. Actually, King Tut was as well. And then they have Mr. Freeze, a very different looking version of Mr. Freeze, you know, for the TV series. And this is interesting. They actually do have a Chase within this line. So there are going to be Chase action figures. And it's a Chase version of Mr. Freeze with him. He has hair. I don't know if that's supposed to be his real hair or he's rocking a toupee or what's going on there. I really don't know. But that is a Chase variant that you see there in the bottom right. And these are up for a June release. Next up here, pretty cool, and just again taking me back to the movie that I just saw, Groot. Here we have adolescent Groot. Some people refer to him as Teen Groot. Some people call him Emo Groot, especially when you look at the one in the upper right. But this is the thing I have to point out. The one that's actually available to pre-order right now is the larger image you see here. So that's available to pre-order on Amazon right now. I don't remember this specific date when it will actually ship out, but you can go pre-order that one right now. We really don't know what's going to happen with this other design that you see up there, because they listed both of them and then they took down that other one. So maybe it won't get released at all, or maybe it will get released at a later time, or maybe it'll even end up with another company. Who knows at this point? I will try to keep you updated if I hear anything else about that particular design. I really do like both the designs. They just really capture that like teen attitude, that sort of teen angst with the folded up arms there, and the way that they did his eyes. I think is pretty cool, and great callback to the movie, which you know, a little hint at what I'm going to get at in my review here. I'll just say, if you haven't seen the movie by now, you need to see it. You know, so yeah, like I said, you can already tell that my review is going to be positive. Next up here, this is based off of Hot Topic's most recent Periscope, so that's why you see the people that work with Hot Topic there in the background of these images. So they got more exclusives on the way, of course. Seems like they get exclusives monthly, you know, at this point. So for a June release here, they have a blue Venom. Now, the design doesn't look like it's changed one bit. It looks like just a different paint job, but it is a pretty slick looking paint job for that Venom. And I don't know, for completionist sake, I might end up trying to get that one, because I do have Venom, Carnage, and Anti-Venom. So, yeah, just for completionist sake, I might end up trying to get that one if I have the cash. And then I have a Flocked Marie from Aristocats, and she is the only one that they are making in that line. They actually showed the back of the box, and she's the only one. So, yeah, Flocked Marie from Aristocats, if you're interested, will be available in June as well. And, yeah, they usually have some pretty good information on their periscopes. You know, if you're into periscope, they're definitely worth checking out. Frodo Baggins here. I think I briefly mentioned this before. Can't remember 100% for sure, but just in case, this Invisible Frodo Baggins is a Barnes & Noble exclusive, which you actually can go and see it on their website. Depends, though. It seems like it's been listed, then taken down, and then back up. I really don't know what's going on with that, but I would just say keep checking out their website to see when the availability is there, because right now it's kind of up in the air as far as when it will be released. Now, it's definitely going to be a Barnes & Noble exclusive, but like I said, as far as when it's going to be released, it's kind of up in the air at this point. Now, look with me here in the bottom right. They also had another placeholder that was up for a while. I'm not sure if it's still there, but they had Smeagol Invisible as well listed. So, you know, if I get an image of that, I definitely will share it with you all as soon as I can. So, yeah, if you're really into Lord of the Rings, really into these characters, you really want these exclusives, I would say just keep checking their website, but I'm going to try to keep you all updated as well. Now, before I wrap things up, and yes, we are getting close to the end here, you know, from time to time, I like to point out what some other companies are doing, going beyond what Funko is doing, because I always say that it's a good idea to kind of keep things interesting in your collection, to mix up the type of figures that you collect. So here are some other figures in a similar price range. So they finally have some Kill Bill figures here, and when I say they, I'm referring to Titans. There are some Titans Kill Bill figures. Titans figures, I'm still not crazy about their body sculpts. All the bodies are pretty similar, very dwarfed looking design, but their faces just look so accurate. I mean, you could just glance at these characters and you know who you're seeing there. So it is pretty cool that they do have all the major characters there. And something that I noticed also, and then I read the description, I was like, okay, so I'm not crazy. If you look at the Crazy 88 figure there, that actually is Quentin Tarantino. So yeah, that's not a coincidence. That they actually did decide to design the Crazy 88 figure as Quentin Tarantino. So that's pretty cool. Now, one character that is missing, that I think they probably should have included as well, Johnny Moe, the leader of the Crazy 88. I think he would have been a nice addition as well. Played by Gordon Liu, who is like a martial arts just legend, you know. So yeah, he would have been nice to include him as well. Now, also here from Kid Robot, looking here in the center of the screen, they have some Adult Swim blind boxes, and I do see some Rick and Morty characters going on there, which is pretty cool. And I like that they do have the giant head there. Show me what you got. Like, if you know, you know. If you watch the series, you know that reference there. So that is pretty cool. And then there at the bottom, they have some blind boxes for Bob's Burgers characters. So yeah, these are both from, both of these sets are from Kid Robot. And then finally here, this is something you won't actually find in stores. You see it says there, Loot Crate. I just had to share this though, because I'm on a big Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 kick right now. You have Rocket there with Groot. Similar design to what we saw with the Pop figure, which was in the most recent Collector Core box, but I think the Q-Fig looks a lot better, definitely a lot more detail to it. So I tell you, Loot Crate is really trying to pull me back in when it comes to these exclusive Q-Figs, which are looking awesome. And instead of me constantly going to eBay just to get the Loot Crate, just to get the Q-Fig by itself, I mean, the box itself, if you get a Loot Crate, it really doesn't cost much more than a Q-Fig. So that's why I'm feeling like I'm gonna get sucked back into being subscribed to Loot Crate, but you know, we'll see there though. So yeah, that's going to wrap it up. Like I said, not as much information as last time, but you know, we'll have some weeks like that. And definitely appreciate you all watching. I hope you already liked the video. If you did not, do make sure you do so right now. Definitely drop a comment, especially if you have some more information to share or you just want to give some feedback. And yeah, one more time, I just gotta say it. If you have not seen Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, do yourself a favor and check that out. And my review that I'm going to post definitely will be a spoiler-filled review. I am going to get into spoiler territory because I feel like it's tough to do a really great review of that movie without getting into some spoilers. So yeah, do look forward to that. Thank you all for watching, and you all take care. Till next time.